So why did I start making this story? Well, most of you guys know I do a lot of research. I write to mints, banks, museums, and very often to the artists. A while ago, I was wondering, where does the silver come from that is used in coins? And also, where does the gold come from used in coins? So I wrote to roughly 40 mints and national banks. There was only one that actually gave me an answer. All the others didn't want to answer. They normally answer my questions. If I would later write a letter to them with regards to some design or anything else, I would get an answer. But the question, where does the silver used in your coins come from? No answer. Where does the gold that you use in your coins comes from? No answer. Now, this made me wonder, because why would people not answer the question? And so I started looking into, where does the gold actually comes from? How much of the gold comes from illegal gold mining? How much is tainted, or how much is polluted? How much comes from former nuclear warheads, or how much is stolen gold? How much does it damage the environment? And all these questions inspired me to make this video. Today I will concentrate on 3 countries: Peru, Ghana, and Mongolia. Here we can see some pictures from Peru, and we can see the environmental destruction that the illegal gold mining does. First they clear the forest, and then they poison it with mercury. So let me explain why cocaine is standing on this slide, because it actually has a big part to do with gold. First we have a bad guy, and we call him Pablo. Pablo produces drugs, cocaine. Pablo then makes sure that it is exported to the United States. Some people die, some people get addicts, and Pablo earns quite a lot of money. Then Pablo makes sure that the money is sent back to Peru. Now, Peru produces about 300,000 tons of cocaine per year, and is the 3rd biggest producer of cocaine in the world. Pablo has, however, a problem. Pablo has a lot of money in Peru, but he can't use it. He can't go to the bank and say, "Hey, I have $300 million, can I please deposit it?" So what Pablo does is he hires a guy that starts buying gold from illegal gold miners. They then open a shop in Peru that buys gold and exports gold. That is then completely legally sent to the United States. And they send it to a refinery. The refinery produces gold. This is now legal, and Pablo has now legal money in the United States that he can put in a bank. What we can see here are miners in Peru creating large pits with pressure hoses. First they take away the rainforest, and then they use high pressure to release the gold from the earth. Some of these pits are as big as 6 football fields, and there are thousands of these pits all over. Here we have concentrate, and the miners use mercury to get the gold dust that is in the concentrate to stick to the mercury. You will see a bottle of mercury here. They will then put the concentrate and the mercury in a barrel and use their bodies to steer it. In the background you can see a man steering it, using his leg. This is of course extremely unhealthy because you will get nerve damage. So before we all get very depressed, let's have a look at a gold coin. It's kind of symbolic. It's a South African gold coin. I'm happy to buy it, partly because it symbolizes a fish that is extinct now. It's the koolakant. And partly because it's from South Africa. South Africa is the only mint in the world that can tell you where the gold comes from. They have no problem saying, okay, these and these mines in Gauteng province or in Transvaal provided the gold that we use to make the blanks for our coins. Now, I will show a little bit how it works with mercury, and then we'll come back to that with the fish. And here the waste goes into the stream, and the mercury eventually ends up in my sushi. Now, I promised that I would also show you Ghana and Mongolia. This is a young girl in Mongolia. In 2000, there were 2 consecutive really bad winters in Mongolia, and a lot of the animals died, which forced people to look for alternative means of income. Now, what we can see here is a young girl working a pit. And here we see a family working a pit. Typically, they live very close to where they are digging. They make a huge hole. They use mercury to extract the gold. And then they move on to a place where they hope there is more gold. They will leave the land destroyed. There are huge holes in it. It's poisonous. The topsoil is destroyed. And there is no way that this will be recovered within the next 100 years. Again, we see children working mines, and please look at the devastation behind it. It is destroyed. It will take forever before any sheep can walk there again. And they are called ninja miners because they usually have a pen on their back. And there was once a TV series, Ninja Turtles, and that's why the people call them ninjas. And there are thousands and thousands of them, and it's estimated that about 1/3 of all the gold coming from Mongolia is illegally mined gold. Now, here we are in Ghana, in Africa. This is a clip from Wodemaya. There's a link in the description. And he shows the Chinese working there, destroying the land to extract illegal gold. This is an illegal gold mining operation. And he's quite desperate. He shows this used to be a coca plantation. There is still coca plants on both sides, but most of it is simply destroyed. You can see how desperate he is, saying, this used to be land, it's all destroyed in the name of gold. So we're coming to the end of the first episode. And what can you do? Well, the first thing you can do is that maybe you shouldn't eat tuna. It's probably not very good for you. As well a lot of other fish. The second thing you can do is start asking questions. If you're gonna order some silver from the Dutch mint or from the American mint, or you order some gold, simply ask a question. Just say, please inform me where the gold comes from. If enough people keep on doing that, they will eventually realize that there is some responsibility. it's not only about producing nice shiny coins, it's also about protecting the environment and making sure that children are not working in pits or land is destroyed. In the next episode, I will look a bit into nuclear gold and other interesting things, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please support me. Please subscribe, and also in the description you will see links to the Amazon Conservancy, also to the photographer Dimitri, and also a link to Mr. Ghana Baby, because they all helped me getting this material. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.